Students, welcome to your computer class. Students, today we are going to revise our next chapter, which is the Visual Basic 2010 Express. Students, if you remember, when I was talking about Visual Basic, we discussed about few things, and the first one was the program. Now, what is a program? A program is a set of instructions which perform specific tasks. It's called a program. So a computer can have thousands and millions of programs, and it can be either a low level language, and a program can be of a high level language also. So what is Visual Basic? Visual Basic is a programming language. It is developed by Microsoft in May 1991, and it is a high level language. Now, what is Visual Basic used for? Visual Basic is used to develop small apps, applications for your desktops and for your laptops, where you can also assign controls and text and other information in it. So the dialog box, if you remember, I talk about the save as dialog box, especially when you try to save the file, can be an example of Visual Basic. So you can see how Visual Basic works with operating system together. They both work together to give you the most user friendly program in your desktop or in your laptop. Next is the GUI and controls. GUI stands for Graphical User Interface. Now, Graphical User Interface software uses windows, icons, buttons, menus, and dialog box to function. Now, these features are all, when they combined together, are called as control, because through this we control the program. Visual Basic is referred to as event-driven programming language. Now, what is event-driven programming language? Now, generally when you perform an action with the help of a keyboard or a mouse, for example, pressing a key, a mouse click, and something happens in the system, is called as event. Now, if you remember the old operating system, the disk operating system, where everything was done by typing, when you press enter, no button, no program, nothing will change, only the line, it will move to another line, and there you can type the text. That is not an example of event driven programming. So here the program responds to events, so it doesn't run step by step as QBasic. Now in QBasic, you remember when we were creating programs, so every time we create, we used to write a certain syntax, combination of syntax, and then the program used to work. Next comes is how to start Visual Basic 2010 Express. Now to start Visual Basic, the first thing we have to do is click on Start, All Programs. Then you will find Microsoft Visual Basic 2010 Express. You click on it, application open, then you click on New Project, Windows, from the Windows Form app, and then you specify the name and click on the OK button. So once you do it, you would find your Visual Basic Express getting ready for use. So you can see here, this is how your Visual Basic 2010 Express window will look like. You can see on the top, just below the Visual Basic 2010 Express, you can see a new project and open project is mentioned here. These things are used for working on or saving a file on Visual Basic application. So what is Visual Basic? Now if you, this is the main window of Visual Basic. This is how a Visual Basic looks like. The first thing what you see here is the title bar. You can see it is present in the top of the bar, and it is displaying the name of the project. So by default, the first project name is Windows Application 1. Students, this is the default name, like in Excel, Word, and PowerPoint we have learned. Here by default, the Windows Application 1 name would be mentioned here. Next comes the menu bar. Menu bar has got all the items, controls, buttons, options, what you can call it as, along with the sub menus. Now from this we control the functioning of the application. Next is the toolbar. The toolbar contains all the buttons, similar like the Flash and like the Photoshop. We have a visual, the toolbar, the toolbar is the menu which has the frequently used menu items which are using very frequently, those you will find it here. Now these icons are shortcuts to the menu bar. Next comes is the form window. This is the main work area and which forms the background of the application. How the whatever application you develop, that will form as the background of the window, and the white portion what you see, that is called as the project window. So these two windows will always be used for developing an application. Next comes is the toolbox. The toolbox is exactly the same tool which we have used in the Adobe Flash and Adobe Photoshop. Similarly, here also we have a toolbox which have frequently used tools listed here. So this toolbox is very helpful for us to function the program. Now next comes is the Solution Explorer. Now Solution Explorer will display the list of forms and other objects which has helped in developing the application. Now this list is organized in the form of branching structure of Windows Explorer. Now if you want to open any object, we can just double click on the icon in the Solution Explorer and the option will open up. Next, very important one is the Properties window. This window will define the appearance and behavior of the object. So what button we are putting there, what should be the size of the button, how should the button look like, what should be the color of the font, what should be the background color, right? And whether there should be a border, what would be written in that box. All these things can be controlled and used in Properties window. So students, we just don't click on the button and start typing it there. It doesn't work like that. All settings can be changed in Properties window. So you can say that once you click a form, and if you're creating a calculator, you have to go to the Properties window to make changes. Now there are two modes of program which we have already discussed this, so we'll move to the next one. The design mode, the run mode, and the break mode. So there are three modes of Visual Basic program. Design mode is the place where we create objects and logical statements. Run mode is the place where program is executed, and break mode is where the error is generated. Now how do we develop an application? So to develop an application, first you will have to create a form. Second, you will have to place the control on the form. Third, each control which you have put, you will have to set the properties of it and write the codes for events, and finally then execute the project. So this is how it works. Now how do we create a form? To create a form, first of all, form is a work area and it is the first step for application. Now here we can place controls and we can add more form here. Now how do we place control? You just have to click on the toolbox, and suppose you are putting a button here in your PowerPoint. I've given an example of button. So you click on button and the option will come there. Now students, if you want to remove this button and if you want to click, suppose you want to type here except, then you will have to go to the Properties window and write it in the text box. Now there are few commonly used controls. One is the label. A label is used to display some text, right? Like for example, you can see written as user ID, right? And the next field will have the place where you can enter your user ID, and the second will be password, and then the white field where you can enter your password. So this is, here it is, there are certain properties which we discussed. What should be the name, what should be the font color, whether it should be visible or hidden, what should be the back color, and the border style can be the adjustments can be made in the Properties window. Commonly used control, next one is the text box. The text box is used to enter the user ID and enter the password, the white field which you will enter. Now here again we can enter name, text, font, locked, enabled, and maximum length. So the different settings which we put here in the text box. Now students, if you are entering the password, so the user ID will always be visible. We'll just type our name there. But when we are typing the password, it is not visible to anyone. In Visual Basic, we use asterisk as the symbol which covers our password and keeps it hidden. Next comes the button. Now we have entered the username, we have entered the password. Now we have to have some button which should help us to log in or enter, right, the application. So this button is the feature here which will help us to do that. Now here also it has got some properties. It has got very less properties: the name, font, enabled, and text. So whether you want to enable or disable this button, you can also do that here. You can put the name, you can put the font as well as the text. How to write a code for an event? To write a code for an event, we go to the toolbox panel, we make changes to properties window, we select the button control, we double click on the button control, and we type the lines how we can do that. So it's a video time. Let's watch a video and try to understand how we can use Visual Basic.
Welcome to this video. In this video, we will learn how to display content of text box on a label using button. We are taking 3 label, 2 text box and 2 button. First label for name, second for codes, first text box for to input the name, second for to input the codes, first button for show, second for clear the text box. Now we click on the button show. Then we click on the button clear. Example name Paras, course BCA, show, hey Paras, you are studying in BCA, then clear board text box. Thank you for watching this video.
So students, this is how we develop an application here, and this is how it is done. So we will be doing more of practicals once the school reopens, and we will practice it. I'll show you on the projector on how we do this. And just in case if you have any doubts related to today's theory, please feel free to message me through the comment section and I will be happy to help you. So in your homework, there are 3 things we have to do. So these are short questions. So name the file extension of Visual Basic. These are extra questions. So you will have to mention the name of the Visual Basic file extension, name the default file name of Visual Basic project, and what is the full form of GUI and IDE. I have discussed all these 3 things in today's class. So just in case if there is any questions, you can message me. So thank you for your time, students, and have a good day ahead.